Hello everyone, myself Dr. Irshad Ahmed Khan, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology. Today I am going to present a derivation for the Euler crippling load for the end condition, one end pin, another end fix. So this is a one end condition. What we can see that one end fixed. So end this bottom end is fixed. Bottom end is fixed. You can see this one. This end is fixed, and this top this end is a pinned or hinged. You can say. So if we are applying the load in this P on this point, so the deflection you can see is like this. So elastic curve we will get in this shape, which is shown in that diagram. And you can see this fixed point, there is the fixing moment will act here, over here, and here a horizontal force are also acting in this direction. At this at this pinned end, it is pinned. Okay, so let's see that as we take a section x at a distance x from the fixed end, and we all know this is the bending equation, equations of the beam. So that is EID square by dx square is equal to m. So m value we can take from here. So let us see that this load P, the line of action of this load or force you can see is this, and what the distance from this section where the elastic curve is, so that is y. So we can write is Py, perpendicular distance, then it is converted as a moment. So then it would be the Py. So as we know that when there is a that is a this is concavity. So then concavity is there. So we take this plus sign minus sign. So that's why we're taking this minus one. So again we have one more this horizontal force which is acting here on the pin. So we have to consider this one also. So what the distance from this from B to this section XX. So this is the X, and total length of this total length of the BA column is L. So it would be the L minus X from this point. So the perpendicular this distance. Okay, this one, this distance. So this would be the L minus X. So we can write plus R L minus X. Okay, and this moment will moment will act here due to this force. So and because this is moving is the clockwise direction, so that's why we have taken the plus sign here. And only for the case of P, when this external force and we're producing here buckling. Okay, so in this there we can use the we can use the different nomenclature. Okay, and here the what we know that for the moment bending moment, or for the moment what the sign convention we are using. So that would be a plus, or you can say positive one. So we can rewrite this EID square y upon dx square plus py is equal to RL minus x. So let's divide the whole equation by EI. So we can this equation would be d square y upon dx square plus py ei equal to RL minus x ei, and this equation we can write as, so this part we can assume p upon ei equal to alpha square. Okay, so this we can write as d square y dx square plus alpha square y equal to RL minus x upon ei. So this is the new this is the new differential equation, so need to be solved this. The solution of this differential equation is y equal to a sine alpha x plus b cos alpha x, and then RL minus x EI alpha square, and just put the value of alpha square. So final this equation becomes RL minus x upon P, and this would be our equation. And now we can put the end conditions. So because all we know that, so this is the fix and this is a pin. So here in the fix end, both slope and deflection are 0, and in this place the pin end there is the, so deflection is 0. So all these three boundary conditions we are going to be in this case, and we will obtain the desired result. So first put the x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, then this will be 0, this will be 0, x 0. So this starts, so it become RL upon P, and this become 1. So B is equal to minus of RL upon P, and next end condition is x is equal to 0, dy upon dx is equal to 0. So first differentiate this one, then put the value of this end condition. So this would be the a alpha cos alpha x minus of b sine alpha cos alpha x minus r upon p equal to 0. So let's see that put this end condition. So this one becomes 0. Okay, and this one, this part, well, this part become 0, and this part, this become 1 cos term, this term become 1. So we can write as a is equal to r upon p alpha. So now we have both end condition r and condition, this is constant a and b. So after putting the end condition, now we have these constant a and b, so put the value of both constant in this in the equation number 1. We can see here a constant a, r upon p alpha, and this constant b. So now we put all the value, and let's see the next end condition where x is equal to L, then y is equal to 0. So now the x is equal to L, y is equal to 0. So y आपका 0 हो रहा है. So let's see. Let's put all the that respective value. So this part would be, you can see one correction is required. So this would be alpha L. This is the also alpha L. So this part will be 0. Okay, and now we can write this like this. And if you simplify this, so sine upon cos is tan theta, and this r upon p goes this side, so r and p both cancel out, and only remain alpha into L. So this tan alpha equal to tan alpha. If empirically we put the different value here, so for the value of 4.49, this condition will be satisfied. So we can say the alpha L equal to 4.49 and upon L. So in this case, the Euler crippling load would be alpha square EI, the put value of alpha from here. So it's become 4.49 square EI. And when we do the square of this term, so it become 20.2 EI L square. And finally, we can write this 20. If we can write 20, so it can be written as 2 square EI, 2 pi square EI upon L square. Okay, and we can also write this E pi square EI upon L upon root 2. Okay, so root 2 ka square. So this here LE is equal to, we can say L upon root 2 is root 2. Okay, root 2 only. Okay, so this is the effective length. So we can write this. This is the relation of for the Euler-Kipling load, and in simplifying we can write like this. If here E we can write, and this we can replace, and where LE in this case is L upon root 2. So hope you are understood. This is the one of the important case in the for calculating the Euler-Kipling load. Thank you so much for listening this lecture. Thank you so much.